line them up side by side once again. They've inverted the top four. Rodney Boyd, Mark Claire, Ricky Derrick, Robbie Parker, Carl Livingston behind these guys, then Chris Spangler, Mark Fry, Sean Scovell, Brian Waters, J.R. Smith, Andrew Condry, Bubba Carr, and Gary Burke Jr. These are the drivers set to go for 40 laps of competition for the Pepsi Grand Stocks. Ricky Derrick leads in the points so far for 2011, followed by Robbie Parker, Mark Claire, Carl Livingston, Tommy Sweeney in the top five. And now we await the green flag. Mark Claire, Rodney Boyd, Robbie Parker, and Ricky Derrick will try and fight his way back up to the front. 3 wide on the first lap, first turn, and the 7, Mark Claire, is going to take the lead at the exit of turn 2 down the back straightaway. Caution flag is out. Not too good of a start, so the caution flag is out. And they're going to warn the 19 on the restart. QSNL number 19. It's Robbie Parker from Chesapeake. He's got QSNL grading and hydro seating on the car. Greer and Associates and affordable transmissions. Mark Claire, who is up front, looking for another good run again tonight from Newport News, HRMR Remolding and Paint, Betts Lawn Care, and Betts Automotive, Gately Communications on the Chevrolet. Rodney Boyd in that 9 from Yorktown, Bird's Towing, Charlie's Auto Repair, Jack's Towing, and Crystal's Hair Studio. And let's see what kind of restart we can get. And a start to the event for the Pepsi Grand Stocks. Take 2. Green flag is out. Looks a little bit better this time. Mark Claire continues to lead the 19. Robbie Parker in the 19, moving up a little bit. He's in second. And there's Ricky Derrick in that new number 8 car. A little bumping and banging right behind these guys. Rodney Boyd in the 77 of Carl Livingston. Carl back in 5th. Mark Fry driving car number 29. Two laps completed now. It's Mark Claire, Robbie Parker, Ricky Derrick, Rodney Boyd, and Carl Livingston. Some side-by-side action here. The 5 down on the inside. Making the pass. J.R. Smith in the 71. Four laps completed here at Langley Speedway for the Pepsi Grand Stocks, with Mark Claire showing the way from Newport News, Betts Automotive, Betts Lawn Care, Hampton Roads Maintenance and Repair, Marty Strickland Racing Engines helping out the 7 Grand Prix. Pontiac driven by Mark Claire up in the lead. Robbie Parker, the QSNL car, trying to hunt him down. Now he's got pressure from the 8 of Ricky Derrick. They continue to battle it out. Ricky Derrick trying to get to the inside of that 19 to make the pass for the second spot. Sixth car comes down pit road. Sean Scovell of Percosin, Star and Machine of Hampton, sponsoring that number 6. He has come to a stop. Checking something on the back end. And to make sure that nothing is leaking from the automobile. Meanwhile, a great battle rages on for that second spot as Ricky Derrick gets down to the inside of the 19. Robbie Parker, he makes the pass, takes over the second spot down the back straightaway. '29 and 30 going at it. That's Mark Fry. He's driving the 29. Mark Fry from Hampton, Virginia. Out here with a Chevrolet Monte Carlo this year for the Pepsi Grand Stocks. Battle shaping up now for the lead, the 7 and the 8. Mark Claire about a car length ahead of the 8 car of Ricky. One car going into the pits, that is the 2 of Brian Waters. Yellow and the blue number 2. Paint scheme reminiscent of Dale Earnhardt in the Wrangler car. He is on pit road with a problem. Leaders of this race once again inching their way around some lap traffic. They try and get by the 40 car. Andrew Condrey make the pass between turns 1 and 2. Meanwhile, a great battle rages on for that 3rd position. Rodney Boyd in the 19. Robbie Parker going at it for 3rd. Rodney's got it. 9 car looks pretty fast tonight. Ricky Derrick not letting the 7 get out of his sight. Mark Claire. 6 laps away from halfway this next time by. 13 laps completed. Now 14. Mark Claire leads. Ricky Derrick, Rodney Boyd, Robbie Parker, Carl Livingston, Mark Fry, Chris Spangler, J.R. Smith, and Andrew Condrey, followed by the 5. Claude Bubba Carr. Here we go. The battle shapes up again for the lead. The 2 black cars, the 7 and the 8, making their way out of turn number 2. Mark Claire with a good fight every time out of the turns. But at the entrance to the turns, the 7 seems to gain a little bit. And that is Ricky Derrick. Ricky Derrick leads the points over Robbie Parker, Mark Claire, Carl Livingston, and Tommy Sweeney. Chris Hott, Paul Lugno, Billy Fisher, Rodney Boyd, and J.R. Smith. The 2010 points. Ricky Derrick, the champion. Mike West, Rookie of the Year. Heavy traffic just ahead of the leaders of the race. They both get a little sideways that time between 3 and 4. Something might be on the track between 3 and 4. They both slipped that time. Let's see what happens this next time by with the 7 and the 8. They almost have to tiptoe between 3 and 4. They got that 5 car up there, Bubba Carr. They go to the outside of him, and Rodney Boyd is able to gain ground and close up on the 8 of Ricky Derrick for that spot. Halfway sign will come up this next time by. Ricky Derrick with a challenge again by Rodney Boyd for that 2nd spot. The 8 and the 9. The 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, and 3. Rodney working on the inside of the 8, but that 5 car just ahead. And Ricky's able to use the 5 as a pick a little bit to stay ahead of that 9. They both slip again, and oh no! Ricky gets hit. The 8 spins around. Ricky Derrick after getting hit. Thought there was some liquid on the racetrack between turns 3 and 4. We talked about it a few laps ago, and it looks like that slower lap car might have got into the liquid and spun around. And when he did, he collected one of the lead cars, the 8 of Ricky Derrick of Hampton, Virginia. There might be something on the racetrack over there between turns 3 and 4. That 5 got a little loose and got up into one of the lead cars, Ricky Derrick. So 20 laps completed. We're halfway through this event. Langley Speedway would once again like to thank all the moms for coming out tonight and spending your Mother's Day weekend with Langley Speedway. We hope you have a very enjoyable Sunday afternoon. We hope everyone takes good care of you. Give you lots of presents, feed you, make sure you don't have to cook tomorrow now. All right, we are good to go. Rodney Boyd has a fast car tonight. He's the guy that's up there in second. Let's see if he can pull off a victory tonight. Mark Claire just ahead in the 7 car. The 19, Robbie Parker, also very fast, as is the 77, Carl Livingston. And Chris Spangler up there in the 30 car. Ricky Derrick with a good bite. He's going to fight to get back up to the front. Goes to the outside of the 30 of Chris Spangler. He's already up to 5th on the first lap, back to green. Just about even as far as speed goes between the top 4 drivers. Also with the 8 of Ricky Derrick. Five, working his way back up from the rear. The 71, that's Mark Fry, J.R. Smith, Claude Bubba, Carr, the driver of the 5. Rodney Boyd closes in a little bit on the 7 car of Mark Claire for the lead of the race, and again between turns 3 and 4, inches his way up to the back bumper and looks on the inside to make the pass. 15 laps to go the next time they come by as Rodney Boyd tries to mount a challenge for the 7 and take over the lead. Rodney Boyd, Yorktown, Virginia driver with Bird's Towing, Charlie's Auto Repair, and Jack's Texaco. He goes to the outside, making the move to take the lead away now between turns 1 and 2. Side-by-side battle down the back straightaway. Newport News driver Mark Claire, HRMR Remolding and Paint, Betts Lawn Care, and Betts Automotive. Showing his sponsors proud tonight, hanging on to the lead ahead of Rodney Boyd. Rodney thought about trying it on the outside a few laps ago, but has to regain his composure a little bit, and maybe he'll try on the inside the next time by. Robbie Parker, he remains content with watching these guys. He's back in 3rd, ahead of the 8 of Ricky Derrick, who's closing in on these top 3. Ricky Derrick with a fast car tonight. And also Carl Livingston with a top 5 run going in the 77. Again, Ricky Derrick goes to the inside of the 19. He will take over the 3rd position as he makes the pass on Robbie Parker, the 19 QS&L car. "11 laps to go. Ricky Derrick hoping for another caution flag so he can catch up with the 9 and the 7. Rodney Boyd was able to get up right next to the 7 of Mark Claire, but has fallen back into about 4 car lengths back behind Mark for the 2nd spot. Some nice looking automobiles too, these Grand Stocks. The Pepsi Grand Stocks, Pepsi and Wheelan sponsoring tonight's events here at Langley Speedway. '71 in the 5 near the rear of the field with a good battle between themselves. Bubba Carr in the 5, the 71 of J.R. Smith. 40 cars about to go a lap down, or at least another lap down. Andrew Condrey in the 40 car. And with 7 laps to go, these 2 cars fighting for position. The 71 and the 5 could come into play as the leaders close in. Mark Claire, Rodney Boyd, Ricky. Definitely the top 3 contenders tonight. Robbie Parker also Ricky Derrick closed up on those top 3 drivers. Now he closes up on the 9 of Rodney Boyd. That is for second position. Meanwhile, they're working the lap traffic now as Mark Claire goes to the inside of the 71 of J.R. Smith. And he gets sandwiched in between the 71 and the 5. Which way does he go? Bubba Carr is right there in the 5 and the 7. They're going to split the difference here. And Ricky Derrick off the racetrack almost spins out on the back straightaway. Hangs on to it, though. And he does almost spin out. He hangs on to it. Good job by the 8 of Ricky Derrick. He loses a lot of ground, though, goes back to the rear of the field. Meanwhile, the 5 and the 71 do battle. He gets into him, spins him around. And this is going to bring out the caution flag. We are going to have us a shootout shaping up. Anybody's race now. As the 7 comes by, Mark Claire, he's going to have his hands full of Rodney. Charlie's Auto Repair number 9 as he comes by. He's going to be going for it. So is the 19 of Robbie Parker. When we go back to green, we got us a 3-lap shootout shaping up, green, white, checkered for the Grand Stock division. And who's going to be? Mark Claire, possibly. The 9, Rodney Boyd. The 19, Robbie Parker. 77, Carl Livingston. Will the 8 get back up there? Ricky Derrick. He's had a few problems tonight, but still running very fast. And I would not count him out yet. Pace truck driven by Dave Terrell will make its way into the pits. And Mark Claire, Rodney Boyd, Robbie Parker, Carl Livingston, the 8 of Ricky Derrick, then the 30 of Chris Spangler, Mark Fry, J.R. Smith. You're going to go at it again as the green flag flies. 3 laps to go. Smoke comes out of the back end of the 19 of Robbie Parker. Ricky Derrick closes in on the 19 for that 3rd position as he gets by the 77 of Carl Livingston. Two laps to go. Ricky Derrick to the inside of the 19 for that 3rd spot. He's moving his way up into a top 3 finish. 2-time track champion in this division in 2009 and 2010, up to 3rd spot. Meanwhile, Rodney Boyd working on the back end of the 7, trying to take away the victory from the 7 of Mark Claire. Mark slips on the outside. Here goes Rodney down to the inside. Gets into him a little bit. He's sideways. Can he regain composure? Rodney Boyd is going to miss. Ricky Derrick wins. Unbelievable. Ricky Derrick fights his way all the way back to a top finish. He gets the top spot. He will get the checkered flag. After the 9 and the 19 and everybody got into each other, the 7 and the 9. And what a finish. Good grief. What a race. The Grand Stock division here from Pepsi and Langley Speedway. Ricky Derrick, what a finish. Unbelievable. That's a race right there, my friends. Mark Claire had this race the entire event, led most of the laps. Rodney Boyd thought he was going to pull off the victory, got up into the 7. They both slipped up high. 19 thought he was going to get the win, but look at number 8, Ricky Derrick. Chuck, that's a race right there, my friend.
As I alluded to before the race, I said it's probably one of the smaller divisions in car count, but it's one of the most explosive, and that right there is why the 7, 8, 9 cars, Mark Claire, Rodney Boyd, and Ricky Derrick, that right there is worth the $10 ticket, believe you me, folks. Ricky comes from behind after spinning out and puts it in victory lane here tonight. Another 8 in victory lane for tonight. Pepsi Wheel and Night. I'm going to be talking to Rodney and Mark Claire here in a matter of moments, get their view on it, but we'll get our most recent winner, Ricky Derrick, here in just a few. I'd like to remind everybody coming up to KeysVacation.com, modifieds for 50 laps, and the Crossroad Fuel late model stock car division, all coming up still here tonight at Langley Speedway. Congratulations from crew members. A lot of beat-up cars out here in the Pepsi Grand Stocks. Ladies and gentlemen, Ricky Derrick. Ricky, come on out here, man. Wow. There's you a nice new cap. What? Just take us through that. I mean, I'm sitting there going, oh, my goodness, who's going to win this thing? Here you come. Make it a drive into turn 4, put it in victory lane. Take us through that last half lap.
Man, that was a wild ride. I don't think I've ever almost spun out twice. Well, 1.5 times to come back and win a race. That was a fun race, even though kind of tore my car up a little bit. But them last lap, I seen Claire and Boyd battling down the back straight. I thought I might have a chance, but I didn't think it was going to end up like that.
Man, talk about exciting. This is the first race of the year in 2011. Come out here and put this thing in victory lane. Those two guys, I'm telling you, there's a lot of contention in that division.
Yes, it is. I got to thank George Coleman from Cam's Racing Industry for building me one hell of an engine. This thing is stroking. I got to thank Robin Nichols at Patuki Yo-Yo, Gene Nichols for absolutely everything he does for me. I got to wish my mom a happy Mother's Day. My son Jacob, Travis, my dad Thomas, Chris Roberts for all the thing he does. My girlfriend Brandy, One Stop Auto. I got to thank my grandpa because he's come out here. He hasn't missed a race in I don't know how many years now. He comes out here during the day and spends all day out here watching me. Man, who else am I telling? Randy Akers for everything he's done for me. He's done a lot. That's it, I think.
Well, is your granddad okay? Because I know that. I was sitting there, man, it was pounding. That was an exciting race. Ladies and gentlemen, our most recent winner, give it up, the driver of the number 8, Ricky Derrick. Come on out here, Mom.
I got one person. I got to thank Paul Maxson, man. He guy does a lot for me, too, every week. I always forget to mention him, but he does a lot for me the past 3, 4, 10 years. I don't know how many it is, but he's always there for me when I need it.
Hey, Pepsi's here. They got a nice trophy for you. I'm sure you want this one. Man, was that a great race or what?
Excellent, excellent. By all means, it's one of the best ones I've seen.
Take it. And it's called the Pepsi Grand Stocks. It doesn't get any better than that.
All right, I'm down here trying to run down Mark Claire. He's out of the car. Mark, heck of a run to the last lap. Give me your version.
Man, I didn't think Rodney would drive me like that, but that's kind of dirty. I had a straightaway on the field. Ricky was the fastest car out here, but he got caught up with the 5 car, and I don't think the rest of them had anything for us. And he come down there in the last turn and just turned me sideways. And I understand that it's all racing, man, but you don't go down on the flat to turn somebody.
Well, you got a good car. I'm sure you get it fixed and get back out here.
Yeah, we'll drive him the same way he drove us. That's all.
All right, folks, you heard it right with Mark Claire, so don't miss the next Grand Stock race. It's going to be a doozy. Back up to you, Mike. Mark's version.
Well, Mark lost it coming out of turn 2, and I never put a bumper on him. I got all the way inside of him down the back stretch, and he tried to climb over my front end going into turn 3 and run me down on the apron, and we put on a heck of a show for the crowd, I know that.
Well, he's got a little different version, and he said you better look out for him when you come back.
I think all Mark needs to do is get a copy of the video, and it'll show exactly what happened.
Good run. Glad to see you back out here.
Thank you very much.